Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Mike Sarge, and I have a quick and yet kind of controversial question for you. Is there such thing as bad music? Now, look, I already got some of y'all tripping already. I got y'all tripping already. You know why? Because some of y'all, half of y'all are like, yo, Sarge, that's ridiculous. Of course there's such thing as bad music. I mean, why would you even ask that question? But then the other half of you are like, well, no, there's no such thing as bad music. That's just your opinion. So today we're going to talk about that, and I promise you don't want to miss this. But before we do that, please look, I have to give a huge major shout out to my sponsors. Without them, this isn't even possible. And if you're interested in learning more about them, be sure to go to the links in the description of this video. But you already know the deal, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's work. Salutes to that. Okay, so I'm not even gonna play games with this question. I'm gonna just dive right in. I'm gonna talk about both sides, what both sides are saying and their positioning, and then I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on this question. Is there such thing as bad music?
Now the wind and the drums. Too bad that didn't kill me.
So we're gonna start with the no's, right? We're gonna start from the people that take the position that no, there's no such thing as bad music, and their main position is because you can't judge that. That's your opinion, right? Because music is, subjective. We could play a song right now, and you might love it, and I might not think much of it. And then another person might listen to it and might think it's the greatest song in the world. And then another person might listen to it and might think this is the most complete trash song they've ever heard in their life, right? So music can be subjective, and that is what they're speaking to. Now, let's talk about the other side. The other side, being people that are saying, yes, of course there's such thing as bad music. Now, why are they saying that? Their position is that there are certain things that can't be subjective. There are certain things that are objective. Now, what would those things be? Well, if I had to think of an example, it would be like a singer, right? Let's say a particular song is in a particular key, but when you hear this singer, this vocalist, they are singing the wrong notes. Now, as much as we might want to say like, well, how you feel about that song is subjective, I could easily say, hey, this is the key of the song. This is what they're singing. They're objectively, this is not good. This sounds bad. Now, if we're being honest, I understand both points, and I agree on both points. But this is really where I sit, and this is where I start to pull away from this argument, right? I agree that music is subjective, but I believe that music is subjective in taste and style. Right? So I mentioned earlier, like a song that I might like, you might not like, and vice versa, but that's in style and taste. And I tend to lean more on the side of, yes, there is such thing as bad music, because I can't say that everything's subjective. There are objective principles. It's called music theory, right? Music theory. There are certain notes, there are certain chords, there are certain things that I need to hit in order for it to be considered a progression, or in order for it to be considered good. And when we just try to make everything subjective, we start to blur the lines between what is excellent and what isn't. And I don't believe there should be, or I don't really believe that there is. When we hear good, we know good. We might differ on how good, right? But I don't think, for the most part, most people, if I was to play a song for you right now, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Hold on, pause. We're gonna judge whether or not this song is good.
Things that I've just been shot right down in this spot, but two branches doesn't happen to lie. Was crying at this weeping shore.
To blame and say farewell, farewell. Let my people go.
Now be honest with me. Was that good or bad? Like don't try to make up an excuse and be like, well, it was. I mean, it was it was all. No. You know. Look. Stop lying. Stop lying. If you lying right now, I know y'all lying to y'all's friends. I know you lying to your friends, your family members, or whoever else that doing something creatively. So we gonna stop that. Anyway, let's continue. Look, I've gotten to the point where I feel like we tend to just throw the subjective argument over everything, and not just in the creative space or music space. It feels like we're throwing that over everything. Well, like, hey, that's his opinion, that's her opinion. No, certain things are just facts, right? For example, like I feel like we do it because we don't want to confront the truth. Not everyone is a good vocalist. Not everyone's a good singer. Not everyone's a good rapper. Not every band is good, right? Not everyone is a good teacher. Not everyone is a good car salesman. You know, and Lord knows not every person needs to be in customer service or working a drive-thru of your favorite fast food. I'm not going to say no names. I'm just going to say it, and we're going to keep the facts rolling.
Oh my god.
Listen, guys, the truth is, I personally have made bad songs. Look, I don't care what you tell me. You can come and tell me, oh, Sarge, it was... No, look. I have made bad songs. I've gone through with bad ideas. I have made bad decisions. But that doesn't make me a bad person. And sometimes when people are saying how they feel about something, whether they say it's good or bad, we immediately try to protect ourselves by saying, well, that's subjective, that's just their opinion. No, sometimes it's a fact, and we need to just take it and own it so that we can get better, right? If someone consistently is lazy, they're lazy. They're lazy. That's objective. They're just lazy. If someone is a liar, they're a liar. Stop running from it, right? And the same thing with your craft and with your art. Yes, the style and the taste. Yes, that can be subjective. I can like something that you don't like and vice versa. But there are certain things that I believe. I don't believe we can just throw, you know, that blanket of just like everything is subjective. But again, these are my thoughts. All right, y'all. So that's it. Generally, these are the things that come up when this question comes up on whether or not is there such thing as bad music, right? And I want to know your opinion. Like, be sure, please go into the comments and let me know how you feel. Do you believe that yes, there's a such thing as bad music, or no? And regardless of what your answer is, please explain. I would love to hear what you guys have to say on this topic. But as always, man, you already know the deal, man. Go ahead and hit that like button on the video, and then hit that subscribe button so you guys get notifications every time I drop a new video. And as always, man, be you, enjoy your life, and live authentic. Salutes to that, and I'll catch y'all later.